welcome back to Vlogmas. I'm tired. I've turned on my good mood for the vlog.
I know. Keep the energy, keep the angry energy.
Okay, fine. Well guys, I've just had the worst night's sleep ever. I don't want to be angry to my vlog. I'll just be angry to you. No, it wasn't that bad, was I?
I know, I'm just messing. Oh god, I look tired.
We both look a bit tired, to be honest. We didn't even have a late night. We were up till midnight on the sofa watching our movie, and we were having the most amazing hot chocolate with mini marshmallows and Oreos and chocolate. Which, now I'm saying it, I know was a bad thing to do because I'm very sensitive to sugar in the evenings. I don't know if anybody else has this, but I was literally laid awake for 4 hours trying to get to sleep. Well, I was laying awake, and then after an hour passed, I got up again, had some water, changed pyjamas because I thought I was too hot, and then got up again, did some reading, and then I just laid there still. So not the best start to the day for me now, because now I feel like, well, first of all, I'm tired. Second of all, I hate waking up at 9 because I think I've missed like the first part of the day, and I love mornings. Like, usually I am such a morning person. So I just feel a bit sluggish now, but I actually had an idea of what I could do to kind of revitalise myself. Do you want to hear it?
Go on.
Homemade gingerbread latte.
Nice.
Because I ordered one from Joe and the Deuce yesterday, and I would so drink that again. It was so good. But we're going to be economically savvy, and we're going to make one. Because I've got coffee, I've got soy milk, we've got loads of ice, we've got all the gingerbread spices because we made gingerbread the other day. So let me make my gingerbread coffee and I'll update you with how my mood is then. Okay, so what's gone in here is coffee, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, nutmeg, date syrup, and soy milk. So let's do a little taste test. Oh, I did a taste test yesterday. I hope it's as good. That is good, actually. That is good. I feel like it's not as sweet because Joe and the Juice has probably used like so much sugar, but that's okay. I'm in a mood with sugar, so. Well, I'm now going for a festive dentist appointment. Not very festive. This is just like a check-in for my Invisalign. Just popping to the mall where my dentist is. I go to Dr. Joy in Circle Mall. Just leaving the dentist, Dr. Joy, and I am on tray number 13. Oh, I feel like my camera's a bit dirty. Sorry guys. There we go. Just leaving the dentist, I'm on tray number 13. I am really pleased with how my teeth are changing, so I'm excited to, just keep going. But it still feels like there's a lot of way to go because there's so many more trays left. But I love the service in Dr. Joy in the clinic. They're really good. Hi everyone, I am wanting to do a Q&A as part of this episode of Vlogmas, which was actually viewers' choice ideas. This was suggested to me in the comments. Thank you to those of you that commented. I love this idea. I thought it really is the perfect time to just sit down and have a chat with you guys and answer some questions. So let's get straight into it because I feel like why not? I've got my Christmas background. I hope you guys appreciate that. I've got the Christmas tree behind me, I've got the fireplace, fake fireplace, on the TV, and I've even put a jumper on just for the cozy vibes. So the first question that somebody asked me on Instagram, which I thought was such a fun one, but I actually don't have an answer to, unfortunately, is what is my Spotify Wrapped? And I'm sorry, but I'm not a Spotify user. I actually have Apple Music, and as far as I know, maybe you guys can tell me, but as far as I know, there is no Apple Music alternative to Spotify Wrapped. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but as far as I know, I don't know how to see what my most listened to music is. But I was just thinking about it, like, what do I actually listen to most of the time? And I feel like I have different playlists that I use for different moods. So for example, I have like an office, there's like one called Office DJ, which is basically just like cheesy pop music, which I always listen to when I'm working. In the morning, I've actually been loving a playlist called Country Caffeine, which is I feel like some people will probably be judging me for listening to country music. I hope this is focused on me, by the way. Yeah, I know a lot of people might be judging me for listening to country music, but yeah, it's just kind of a nice way to start the day, like a cheery way. And more recently, there's also country caffeine. I also definitely go through, what am I saying? Country Christmas. You're probably thinking, what is this girl on about? Country Christmas more recently for the festive season. And one thing that I definitely do is listen to music that I'm going to be seeing live. So I remember when in the run up to Coachella this year, I was definitely listening to a lot of Frank Ocean, even though that turned out to be a very bad performance, which is such a shame. And I've actually got tickets to see Ed Sheeran in January. So I have been listening to Ed Sheeran recently. Oh, I feel like I've always listened to Ed Sheeran. There's a few like essential playlists that I do just always listen to, like Taylor Swift Essentials. I'm always listening there. Even One Direction, a bit of a throwback. Billie Eilish, yeah, the Barbie soundtrack, oh my god, another highlight of the year. So yeah, I feel like I'm the kind of person that can listen to something different every day. Like one day I'll be listening to literally like musical, like Hamilton soundtrack or something, and then next it'll be like Drake. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of a nice way to be. But yeah, sorry I can't share my official Wrapped with you guys, but yeah, I'm an Apple Music gal. Okay, the next question is, what travel plans do you have for next year? Okay, good question. I feel like I'm usually the kind of person that loves to plan ahead, but actually, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing next year. I have a vague idea because, let me tell you, the past few summers where I have spent 2 months in Europe and outside of Dubai, I have absolutely loved. I think it was really one of the reasons that I wanted to work for myself, was so that I could take time to just travel and work remotely and all that kind of stuff. And being able to do that and take a step away from work is such a blessing, and I love doing it. So I'm sure I'll be in Europe in the summer. But other than that, I don't know. I really don't know. One idea that is circulating the girls group chat is skiing. Why does this make me nervous even to just talk about skiing? No, I can do it. I don't know, actually. I've never skied before, so we'll see. I hope that we'll get a bit of practice time in at Ski Dubai before I actually book the trip, because, yeah, I don't know. I've just never skied before, and I don't know, I think there's just a part of me that is a bit nervous to go, but yeah, that could be on the cards. So what we're thinking we'll do is go in February, which is around Jen and George's birthday. They have the same birthday, by the way, 2 of my friends. And we might go to Georgia, the country, not my friend, because there is skiing in Georgia that is actually quite affordable compared to skiing in other places in Europe. So we might do that for our first ski trip, because there's a couple of us that have never skied before, and it's a bit closer to Dubai. So in fact, I don't know the flight time from Dubai, but I know that Fly Dubai flies there, and they're quite reasonable flights. So this is potentially on the cards for February, which is very exciting. Other than that, I think people have asked me, like, are you going to Coachella next year? Because I've been for the past 2 years. And as much as I do really want to, it is a really big trip to take from Dubai. It takes 16 hours to LA, to fly from Dubai to LA. It takes 16 hours. And don't even get me started on the cost. It is so expensive to holiday in California. And I have been to America 4 times in the last 3 years, which I loved doing, don't get me wrong. I have had the best memories in America. Oh, I forgot I was going to put this on. Okay, I'm going to put it on because I just spotted it out the corner of my eye. Now I'm festive. Don't get me wrong. I have had the best memories in America. Going to Coachella, going to Palm Springs, going to Joshua Tree, going to San Francisco. We also went to Las Vegas in Nevada. We also did Miami in Florida. So I have literally had the best memories in America. But I think it's because I've been because I've been quite a few times now that I'm kind of thinking, where should I go next? Am I focused right now? I don't know if I am. Okay, I think I am, sorry guys. I'm just using my front cam on my phone for now because I just finding it so much easier. Anyway, so yeah, really don't know if I'm gonna go to America next year. Obviously I would love to. I think the next place I would love to see in America would be New York City, which would be incredible, but that is a big expensive trip. So let's see. If I don't go to America, I would like to do a big trip, and I think that could potentially be Australia because I have a friend that is living in Australia and I saw her when was it, in the summer? Yeah, about 2 months ago. And she was like, yeah, if you come to Australia, you stay with me. And I was like, okay, cool. Because obviously if you're spending so much on a flight, if you can get somewhere to stay, then that is a big win. So who knows? But yeah, other than that, I don't have any concrete plans. Me and the girls also said we wanted to do a music festival, but we tried to get Glastonbury tickets, but we couldn't, unfortunately. Yeah, so let's see what happens. But one thing I know for sure is that there will be travel in 2024. There really has been. I really have had just the most amazing few years where I have prioritized travel, and I absolutely love it. I really do. So yeah, I know there's going to be more traveling in 2024. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is fun. I really could sit here all day and just chat to you guys. Okay. Oh, I love this question. How did me and Connor meet? I actually asked him, I was like, do you want to come and be in my Q&A? Because somebody's asking about our relationship, and he was like, I'm okay. He's a bit shy. So we actually met. People often assume that me and Connor met in the UK and moved out here together because we've been together so long. But actually I moved on my own, and so did Connor. And we met at a brunch in Dubai. I had been here just 6 weeks at the time, and I think he'd been here 3 months, or just over 3 months, I think. So we were both pretty new to Dubai, to be honest, pretty new. And I was 19 and he was 21, so we were both also very young. And we met at brunch. We met at the Wanderlust brunch at the JW Marriott Marquis Hotel in downtown Dubai. And I was with a couple of my friends, and Connor was with a couple of his friends. And it was a really fun brunch. It was hilarious. There was a lot of drinks going around. There was tequila shots, there was beer pong. I think we literally met over a tray of tequila shots, and then we played Prosecco Pong. And then we went to Barasti, which is a bar, a beach bar in Dubai. Some of you might know it as Bar Nasty because it is a bit of a nasty place. No, it's not that bad. It's just like, you know, it's a bit rough and ready. It's a bit, I don't even know how to describe Barasti, but anybody that's been will be like, yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it's not your most glamorous Dubai place. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I've not been there in years now, but anyway, it's kind of just like such an easy place to go after a brunch, and it's still very popular, by the way, and it's quite affordable. So we went there afterwards, had more drinks, you know, connected with each other, and then Connor messaged me after the weekend, and he was like, let me take you out on a date, basically. And I was like, okay. And I remember I was so excited to the fact that I actually told everyone at work. And I'm just thinking how funny that is now, because yeah, I don't know. I just told all my colleagues. I was like, by the way, guys, I'm going on a date this weekend. Like, I was so excited and proud to have a date. I think I was just loving being in my, just moved to the new city, you know, just living my life. I was really in my element. So excited to go on a date. So he planned this incredible date for us, which was literally, it had 4 components. This date was incredible. And it was all a surprise. So the first part was an escape room. So we did an escape room here in Dubai, and we still love doing escape rooms, by the way. We've done so many over the years. But the first element to the date was an escape room. I think we met at like 11 and he came to pick me up from my hotel. I didn't even have an apartment. That's how new to Dubai I was. I remember I was literally living in a hotel. So he came to come pick me up and we went to this escape room. And it was like a scary escape room. It was like a murder. It was like a Hannibal Lecter escape room. So they literally put a bag over my head and handcuffed me and put me in a cell. And I was like, hang on, I thought I was going on a first date. And yeah, and it was really fun. And we did the escape room, by the way. We did the challenge. We made it out alive. And the next part of the date was then going to the beach, which we went to La Mer Beach, which I think is now closed, but it was a lovely beach. I really used to love going to La Mer. So then we went to the beach and I remember it was really hot. So we just basically kind of sat in the shallow sea water and just were chatting for hours and hours, getting to know each other. And then the final part of the date was, wait, did we get some food? We must have got some food because this date was like literally a full day thing. But the final part of the date, I remember we went back to change and then we went for dinner at this lovely beach restaurant called Fish Beach, because I had mentioned that I loved seafood, because seafood really was my favourite food. We're both vegan now and we've been vegan nearly 3 years, but at the time I loved seafood and kind of hated it. But he still booked this seafood restaurant for us and it's a lovely restaurant, by the way. Really, really nice. I'm waiting for them to do a vegan menu. We had dinner on the beach. It was really amazing. We had wine, it was lovely. And then after that, the final component to the date was that we went to a cocktail bar. We went to Buddha Bar, which is a lovely cocktail bar. It really is amazing. They do incredible cocktails. Pretty expensive as well. So it's fair to say that, you know, total, this date was like mega expensive. Not that that's what it's about, but I remember at the time just thinking like, oh my goodness, like I am being spoiled rotten here. And yeah, that was our first date and that was how we met. And then yeah, that's how it goes. You can probably still watch all of those vlogs. I don't know if I was even vlogging that first date. That would be amazing if I do have a vlog from our first date. I can't remember if I do, but I do remember vlogging at that time in my life. Those vlogs will be really older now. Yeah, but that is how we met. So we didn't meet in the UK, we met here in Dubai and we moved in together. I know this wasn't part of the question, but you've got me started now, so I'm just rambling. We moved in together after COVID, and I moved to KHAIMAH where Connor was living because he was teaching in a school near there. And then we thought we were going to move to Thailand. So we moved to Thailand and then decided to turn back around and came back here after 2 months and moved into our Dubai apartment. Anyway, that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to move on to the next questions because yeah, I think that answers your question, but I could literally sit here and give you a full like story time about me and Connor. Okay. I hope it's not too dark. The sun is going down. It's 5 p.m. In fact, what time does the sun go down in Dubai? I feel like it's quite sunset Dubai. Okay, 30 minutes. We've got 30 minutes. It's golden hour out there, so anyway. Okay, someone says, what's your favourite winter activity in Dubai? I mean, winter in Dubai is amazing, is literally amazing. You know how a minute ago I was just saying how much I love my European summers? I love Dubai winter, I really, really do. I think the city just comes alive. I think my favourite month probably is November because it's just amazing weather. There's so much going on, there's so many events. There's the long weekend, which we've just had for National Day, which is on the 2nd of December. And there's, you know, just so much happening. So, but my favourite activity, I'm gonna say, is enjoying Dubai's incredible beach clubs. I love a day in the sun, and my favourite beach club is probably Drift Beach, which you've seen me go to so many times. But it is really, really amazing. And yeah, just soaking up that vitamin D. Honestly, it's amazing. I even like a sunny Christmas, to be honest. I know some people are like, no, that's not wintry. I want to be, you know, getting cozy. But that's okay. I'm happy to just have the fireplace on my TV and then still be able to walk outside in the sunshine. Okay, next question is how to make friends in Dubai. I actually think this might be the question I get asked the most about Dubai life and living in Dubai. Yeah, it's probably this. But yeah, I totally get that. If you're thinking of moving or you have moved and you're feeling isolated, I totally understand that. And so many people have been in that position. So it is hard. But I do have top tips, and I actually have a full YouTube video on this, so you can go watch that as well. But what I'll do is I'll summarize it for you right now. So basically, I think in Dubai there is a real sense of community online, and there are really amazing online groups, especially on Facebook. And this was really something that helped me in so many things since moving here, honestly. Like, I feel like any question that you have, you just like ask it on the Facebook group and somebody knows the answer. And so many times I see posts and people are just like, does anybody want to do this? Does anyone want to do that? Like, so many people are in the same boat. So that's tip number one, is putting yourself out there on Facebook. And the second tip is to just honestly say yes to things. And I know it can feel like getting out of your comfort zone a bit, and it is so hard, but you do have to say yes and you have to be up for it. And I think if you're moving here, let's say for a job, and you've got some colleagues, they invite you out for a drink or they invite you to do anything, you know, paddle game or whatever it is, like, just say yes. You know, they might not be the people that you're going to be best friends with, but they might introduce you to people, and they might, you know, or you might really hit it off with them. And I think you really just have to put yourself out there and not be too, not picky, but like, I don't know. I hope that makes sense, but you just kind of have to be open to trying things. And I think most people that have moved to Dubai, especially if you're watching this and you moved to Dubai and you're on your own, like, you've come this far, you've got the flight, you're literally here. So now you just need to get yourself out there and meet some girls, well, or guys, or whoever, you know. But I know it's made such a big difference to my Dubai experience. It's been having such good friends here. And I know people often say to me, it's so different for me because my friends from home, like from college, moved here. They followed me here. But we did meet lots of other friends. We've met through work, through Instagram. Honestly, so many friends that I've made here have literally just DM'd me on Instagram and been like, do you want to go for a coffee? And I've been like, yeah. Like, that is literally it. Like, and the worst someone can say is no as well. And also, I just want to say, like, so many people, like, from watching my other video when I've said this, like, then just message me and ask me to go for a coffee. And I so appreciate that, because you are doing the right thing. But like, now that I have a YouTube channel, I literally get this so much. Not to, like, I don't know what the phrase is, but like blow my own trumpet or anything. But like, there's only so many coffee dates a girl can handle. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, expat Christmas. How do you do Christmas in Dubai? Love this question, love a festive question. So how many Christmases have I had in Dubai? I think I've had 2 actual Christmases in Dubai, and I'll tell you about them both. The first one I went for a brunch. Most people will probably be brunching on Christmas Day in Dubai. There will be so many restaurants here in Dubai doing, you know, a classic Christmas dinner for brunch. We went to the Scene in Pier 7 one year, and that was when I was living in Marina. This was probably 5 years ago, and that was fab. I think it's always fun to do a brunch. Like, a good brunch, it is always fun. So this is just kind of, you know, it's got that Christmassy feel, it's Christmas music. I think they had a Santa Claus for the kids. And don't get me wrong, that is good fun. Like, it is really fun. I think one takeaway that I had from it was I was kind of like, because we do brunch quite often here in Dubai, you know, most Saturdays, I would say a lot of expats are going out for lovely food and lovely drinks and having a lovely time. That I think doing the same thing on Christmas sometimes doesn't really feel like Christmas. But that's kind of fine as well. Like, I was talking to my friend Georgia, and she was saying that on her plan for Christmas is to just go to a sushi restaurant and have like a lovely lunch, but they don't want it to feel like it's trying to be Christmas, because then that's kind of like, it almost makes you miss like going home even more and stuff like this, which is also totally true, to be fair. The second Christmas that I had here, I really loved, because I remember my friend Genevieve's mum was over to visit, and her brother, and who else came? Like, my colleague from work came, who's Jordanian and had never had a Christmas dinner before. There was a real just like random group of people, people that we all love, you know. It's just kind of the more the merrier type thing. We all got together in our Dubai Marina apartment, and again, as a girl from England, I didn't know that this was a thing, but in Dubai it's such a thing. Basically, ordering your Christmas dinner ready cooked, like no stress, hassle-free. I was, I think, 21 at the time. No way had I ever cooked a roast dinner, yet alone a Christmas dinner. So what we did was we got a Christmas dinner package, and I remember it being advertised really early in Black Friday, in November at Black Friday, and it was a special offer. It was 300 dirhams. I really remember it, 300 dirhams, and it was a full turkey dinner with all the trimmings, and it was a special offer if you pre-booked early. So we did that, and honestly, the amount of food, again, this was before I went vegan, but literally the amount of food, it was insane. So I remember me and my friend, Christmas morning, walked over to the Hilton in JBR to go pick up this massive, literally massive box of a perfectly roasted turkey, literally like buckets of gravy. I probably have a vlog of that as well somewhere, if anybody can be bothered scrolling. If you can, tag me in it. And yeah, I remember that being really fun, because that was like, we were at home, we did like Christmas crackers, and we did games, and we had some drinks, and it felt a bit more like cozy. And then I remember, I think in the evening we did go to a bar and we had espresso martinis, which was kind of like not something that I would do on Christmas normally, but it was really fun. So those are two of my Christmas experiences here in Dubai. And yeah, I think if I was to do it again, like, I would love to have a Christmas here in our apartment, because I love our apartment. I'm obsessed with this apartment. It was kind of nice to have that Christmas party the other day, because it kind of felt like what it would be like to host Christmas. But I think this year I'm really looking forward to spending it with my family. I think it's really important to me this year that I spend it with my dad, because we lost my granddad, his dad, this year, and I'm really excited to spend Christmas with my sister as well, and just have some family time. And I think just the idea of having all my family and Connor as well makes me feel so lucky that I get to be having Christmas like that. And then we'll see Connor's family, I think 2 days after Christmas or something. So it's feeling really special that we're going to be with family this year. But one thing to bear in mind for expats is just how expensive it is to travel at this time of year. Like, if you're wanting to fly direct with Emirates, it is going to be around 5,000 dirhams, 4,000 to 5,000 dirhams. So we're not doing that. I can't remember if I've told you this yet, but you'll see this in one of the upcoming, in 2 weeks' time, in fact, 2 weeks' time. We are flying to Antalya in Turkey, and then we are flying from Turkey to England. So we're doing a little stop. So that's going to be a bit of an adventure, because I think we've got like a long wait. But let me tell you, these flights were so cheap, like so cheap. They were about 750 dirhams each, which is unheard of to get from Dubai to England. So we were like, you know what, let's just save money here so that we can, you know, have more money for presents and hotels and other things. Everything else is so expensive at Christmas. So that's going to be a bit of an adventure. That is coming up in 2 weeks' time. So very excited. First stop in England this is somebody's question is, what is your Christmas day gonna look like? So I may as well just kind of tell you what my Christmas plans are and what is coming up in Vlogmas that you'll be able to watch. So like I said, we're traveling to England. We're flying into Newcastle. Connor went to uni in Newcastle, so he's very excited to show me around Newcastle. I have been before, but only briefly. So I think, yeah, looking forward to having some festive fun in Newcastle. They have a Christmas market, they have ice skating, so I think that'll be lovely. We're going to be staying with my stepdad, who lives in Newcastle, with his son, and what else are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. We've booked to go to this thing called Northern Lights. If anybody's watching and they're from Newcastle and you have some recommendations for 2 vegans at Christmas, then please leave me a comment. But yeah, looking forward to it. That's the first portion of our trip. Second portion is that we'll be getting this train down to York. York in Yorkshire is my hometown, and I've not been there for 2 years, which I kind of can't believe. Oh, I can believe it because time just goes so quickly. But yeah, we're going to get into York. We're staying in a hotel. That is where my dad lives, and my sister's going to be getting into York, hopefully same day as us or something like that. I'll have to check in with her. And yeah, we're already starting to make some fun Christmassy plans. I think on Christmas Eve, we're going to be going to the cinema to see one of my favourite Christmas films. In fact, I don't want to give this all away because this is going to come up in Vlogmas. But Christmas Day, I am going to be making Christmas dinner. So I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be making Christmas pie, which is what I made for everybody when they came around the other day. That was my practice run. And it was chef's kiss. It got very good feedback. So I'm feeling very confident that my dad and my sister are going to love this Christmas pie. I'm also going to be doing my air-fried Brussels sprouts and my braised red cabbage and homemade cranberry sauce, all of which I practiced the other day. But I do want to prep it in advance because it was quite a lot of work to do on Christmas Day. And I think our Christmas Day is just going to look like games, you know, eating loads of amazing food. I'm so excited to try like all of the M&S vegan Christmas food, vegan pigs in blankets, vegan cheeses, vegan panettone, hopefully. Whatever I can find that's vegan, you name it, I'm getting it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be our Christmas, and some lovely drinks. I might get us some champagne or something to have in as a little celebration, just to celebrate life and being together. And then Boxing Day, I actually don't know what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, we don't have a Boxing Day tradition especially. I mean, we could do some sale shopping. I do love to shop. But when we were younger, we would just stay in our pajamas pretty much all of Christmas and all of Boxing Day. So probably won't be doing that this year, even though I do have lovely pajamas this year. Yeah, but let me know in the comments what your Christmas traditions are, because I think this is so lovely to hear about, and it really is just making me feel so cozy and excited. So guys, I've been talking for about 30 minutes. I think I'm actually going to save some questions for upcoming Vlogmases. But what I thought I could do next year, next year? What am I saying? What I thought I could do next time is do one specifically about the new year and 2024 as a theme. So let me know if you have any more questions specifically around that. And I can answer those in kind of like the next episode, maybe tomorrow or something like that. But anyway, I'm getting hot in this jumper. It's probably the fire. What time is it? It's 5:20. So I am now going to do a tiny bit more work. Then I'm doing therapy. For those of you that don't know, I do weekly therapy and I absolutely love it. So I'm doing therapy, looking forward to that. Then we're going to have a relaxing evening. Hello. It's all right, I'm done with my questions. I told everyone you didn't want to be in my Q&A.
I didn't say I didn't want to be in the Q&A. I just said I had my own reels to do.
Okay, he was working. I told everyone our first date story.
How was it? Was it a good story?
It's a good story. Well, they can tell us maybe in the comments. I think it's a good story.
I think it's a good story.
Yeah. And then, yeah, tonight we're going to maybe watch a Christmas movie again.
Which one?
I don't know. The Santa Claus 2, maybe?
True, I don't actually know what we've got left. Maybe we need recommendations.
True. We've already done quite a lot. We've already done The Holiday, Elf, The Santa Claus,
Home Alone 1 and 2.
Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Falling for Christmas. I could do something that I haven't watched before though. I haven't seen Arthur Christmas or Klaus, or I know they're a bit kiddie, but I haven't seen any of them. Anyway, we're going to decide on a Christmas movie. And tonight I am making broccoli risotto for us because we want to be using everything that we've got in the fridge, and we've just done a bit of an inventory of what we've got because yeah, I think it'll be good to just like clear everything out before our trip. Anyway, I'll update you guys after therapy.